Hey, thanks so much for joining us here on 9 News Plus from at least me as a big baseball fan, the day of eternal optimism. It is opening day, the home opener for the Colorado Rockies here at 20th and Blake. The Rockies have played 6 road games, but it is their home opener, and of course here in Denver, that means all sorts of festivities. It is a great atmosphere, as it always is here in year 30 of the Colorado Rockies as a franchise. And here at Coors Field, got a lot of sunshine. The Washington Nationals, who the Rockies are taking on, coming up at 2:10 p.m., taking BP, batting practice right now behind me. The Rockies were taking batting practice about half an hour or so ago. They just waltzed back into the clubhouse, which, by the way, the Rockies clubhouse, is literally just behind the camera here that our wonderful Brian Olson is operating. So just kind of give you a little feel, want to give you a little ambiance about what we're seeing right now. Crowd just starting to fill on in. I'd say within the last 15, 20 minutes, we started to see the crowd start to filter its way into the region. As you might have expected, of course, the party deck is buzzing right now, and more ways than one. There is certainly going to be a lot of fun going on up there at the party deck, but it looks like in terms of the regular seats, we're starting to see some people filter on in right now as well. Again, within the last 15, 20 minutes, overall, it's just a fun atmosphere as it just tends to be. Everybody seems excited about it. Staff, fans, all excited right now as well. Now, a couple things I've also noticed here on opening day. One thing, if you're not a big baseball fan, the bases this year have gotten noticeably bigger. And again, as a big baseball fan myself, I didn't really know that until it came down to opening day. And then I noticed that it looked like there were almost like kitchen tables coming out there onto the bases. And again, that is actually a rule change. There's a lot of rule changes with baseball this year. If you're unfamiliar with it, there is now a pitch count, which means that the downtime in between pitches has been greatly reduced, and games now are probably taking about 2-3 minutes or so, about 2 to maybe 3 hours or so, as opposed to the 3 to sometimes 4-hour games, especially here at Coors Field, that often took place. But again, you'll notice on this rule change, one of the big tangible things I've noticed that's different this year, those bases, they are much bigger, and that it's not an optical illusion. I asked, and that is actually a rule change. Another thing, weather-wise, if you're coming down here to 20th and Blake, I've been kind of somewhere in that middle ground between needing a hoodie and just short-sleeve t-shirt during the noon. It was a short-sleeve t-shirt. We got a bit of a breeze right now, so I kind of put on my hoodie. So again, if you're coming down here, I would certainly bring a hoodie. And if you're maybe a little bit more sensitive to the cold, I would bring a jacket. But if you're in the sun, it should be pretty nice overall. I feel pretty comfortable right now. And again, light jacket, hoodie, you should be all right. Temperatures will top out in the low 50s. We're in the mid 40s right now here at 20th and Blake. Now, coming into the stadium and the ambiance outside here at Coors Field, I'll just say this. I came in about 9:30, 10 o'clock this morning, so I probably didn't get the full gambit of everything, but it was already buzzing with lots of pedestrians and lots of people getting ready to come celebrate the first Rockies home game of 81 this season. Hopefully more than that if they make the playoffs, but the first of 81 that will be guaranteed to be played right here at 20th and Blake. Another look here, again, the Washington Nationals now just getting off the field as they're going back to the clubhouse, and starting in about 45 minutes or so, we'll have those pregame ceremonies, and we'll actually show you some of those as they come on here. Coming up in about 45 minutes, we'll have, again, those pregame ceremonies where they'll introduce the players. It's a bit more than the usual if you've been to a mid-July regular season game. Normally it's a fairly short pregame ceremony with the national anthem, player introductions, and for opening day for the Rockies home opener, it is a longer and a more stretched out where they introduce every player, even if they're not starting, and the players will kind of line up on either side of home plate. And as you can tell here, again, some of the players are just starting to catch up a little bit and get ready for the Rockies home opener. But overall, things looking as you might expect here at 20th and Blake on the eve of the first game of the year, and that will be looking coming up here at 2:10 p.m. is when we have first pitch, and of course we'll be monitoring that for you. And we've got our full team here at 9 News Sports. We've got Scotty Gange, we've got Mike Kliss, we've got sports director Ron Mackey, and they'll be here covering this game for you as well. But again, coming up in about an hour or so, we'll have some shots from 20th and Blake, showing you the pregame ceremonies and everything as we get up to first pitch and the first game of the Rockies season here at Coors Field. The Rockies have played 6 road games. They are 2-4 heading into the home opener against the Washington Nationals. But again, I'm Chris Bianchi. Hope it's been fun for you to see what we're seeing here at 20th and Blake, and we'll see you back here in a few minutes for those pregame ceremonies. The Rockies kick off their season here at Coors Field.